Why the heck did I buy this car? Good question. I don't know. Just kidding. It's this. 430 cubic inches of Buick power. They're supposedly rated at 360 horsepower and 475 foot-pounds of torque, which, in a big car like this, not a lot. But in a light car, oh boy. So I really wanted it just for the engine and transmission. And most importantly, the snake skin. You know, that was actually free. Believe it or not, they didn't remove it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Pretty sizable one, not too bad. You know, I prefer no snakes, if possible. Not my favorite. So the biggest thing that we have to deal with right now is, well, we don't know if it's locked up. You gotta check for oil, check for fuel, spark, all those great things. This is a 434 barrel version of this car, which means, up under this giant air cleaner that we will flip over, the Quadrajet. Of course, who doesn't love Quadrajets? And it is not stuck, so that's promising. We've got HEI, so making HEI work, very easy. I like this stuff, you know, one wire powers the whole thing. Really, really simple. I would check to see if it's stuck, but clutch fan. But we can look for oil. Why? It's just a pipe. Here is oil. Not great, but it's still oil nonetheless. I messed with a nail head. I had a 322 4 barrel and a 55 Buick. Then we had the 65, 66?
Somewhere in there.
One or the other with a 301 and a 2 barrel. Really liked that car. And now we've got the big block. Now this is the baby brother to the 455. The next year, or 70 or 71, they came out with the 455 that had a little bit more horsepower, and then it had 500 foot-pounds from the factory, which is incredible. Incredible for this time. I mean, there really is no replacement for displacement, and this is a walking testament to just that. And I'm excited to deal with it and mess around with it. Which way does... So that's the positive. Where's the ground? Oh, there it is. How do you like to be... reach? Oh, yeah. Look at this. Why? God! And of course the inner fender's rotted out, so that's great for it. Dixie, what is that? Look, what is that? Look, what is it? She knows better. We have two major problems. One, this door don't open. This door don't open. Briar, would you like to demonstrate your door? Show them which one works, Briar. The worst possible door is the one that works. Of course. That's problem number one. Problem number two, here's our shifter. Doesn't do anything. I've reached up under there and the column, for some reason, all the shifter linkage is just gone. Don't know why. Nonetheless, we do have a key. Nothing. So we have three major problems. I want to try and see if anything in here does anything. No radio. Oh. Oh, now it's done. Oh, there it is. That sounds so bad. Oh.
Does it have rear air?
No, the antenna on the rear. Look. My favorite thing about the whole car is that it's got a sport antenna. So you can go for best frequency, you know, you're looking forward, you know, looking for all that accuracy there for the signal, or sport mode. Aerodynamic. Doesn't do anything, does it?
No.
Whoa!
It's gonna take off here in a minute.
Headlights. Oh,
oh.
See the light come on. Ooh, we got three. You see any tail lights? Good. Here's what I see this thing as, what I think would be awesome. This is like the perfect moonshine runner car because it's very unassuming. It's a big block, it's 4-door, it's got plenty of room to haul stuff, and the taillights don't work. So that's all you need, right? Oh yeah, it does. That sounds so bad. And this giant siren, I want to see if it works. Oh. Why? Why is this here? think I would have been friends with these people because I probably would have done the same thing. I'm under the car and I have a screwdriver on the start terminal of the solenoid. And I can use the power probe, I think, to cross it over. So Briar, I'm gonna just close my eyes and hope for the best if you wanna show off what's gonna happen here. You ready?
Yep.
Nothing.
Dang it.
Well, we traced the wire back and I figured out which wire it is, and I just stripped back a little section just to see if anything would happen when I do this. Oh, that was movement. Do you see that fan?
Mm-hmm.
Starter's probably done now. That's all she had, of course. Well, the good news is it is not locked up, but we probably just killed the starter. So I'm gonna run this power wire over to that wire over there. It wants to. I think the cable being loose is the problem here. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, she's got compression, all right. That is a runner, if I've ever seen one. Golly, who put these spark plug boots on? Can you get one off? Thank you. You see, I just needed some muscle. So you can see right there, we've got a spark plug grounded out to a boot. The key is on. Let me spin it over and see if it works. Ooh, that was a good spark. That was a very good spark, Briar. Put that plug wire back on. We're gonna put some gas in the carburetor. So if this thing does run and it doesn't wanna like not shut off, the key will shut it off, okay, Briar? So you just be ready. All right, little gas. Everywhere but down in the carburetor. Perfect. Ooh. Look at that clutch fan. You want to talk about wore out? I just want to know why they would park it and not use it. Because right now, it's probably going to knock or rattle or something, but all of that is perfect. Okay, Briar, go ahead and start your segment.
This is back under the car with Briar.
Act like, oh, no. Act like you want to be here. Yeah, we'll start over. Go and go.
This is back under the car with Briar. You can't laugh or I'm gonna laugh.
I need a little more enthusiasm.
I thought that was pretty enthusiastic.
He's like, back under the car with Briar. Ooh.
Hey guys, this is back under the car with Briar. Right now I'm cutting I thought I was gonna cut it, but it's gonna slide off the old nasty fuel line, dump it all over me. That goes to the fuel pump and we're gonna put the electric one on it.
Oh, so there was gas that come out of that?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Nice
gross.
Brown.
Nice.
That stinks. Dylan came up with a great idea to just run it to a jug instead of putting the electric fuel pump on it because we're kind of dumb sometimes. But that's what we're doing.
So what have you done with the hose here?
I put it in the jug.
Yeah. And where does the other end go?
The fuel pump.
Good job.
Not the electric one.
Congratulations, you did it. That was a great segment, Briar. Thank you for that. We're back up topside, and we're actually going to see if the fuel pump works, because it actually seemed like it pumped something out of here. And I need to take a moment, because I don't think we gave it enough. It's the first time this car has even done anything since 2003, so that's what, 21 years? It's quite a long time, and it just fired right up. So if that's not a testament to the great HEI distributor, I don't know what is. Wow. Your little throttle, Briar. Okay, the wire got hot. My finger started burning. Are we sure that the hose is going down into the jug? Like actually touching gas?
Well, there wasn't much in there, so I don't know. That's the wrong side, isn't
That's
it?
the return.
No!
That's why. Oh, well, that's also my fault because I didn't see that. I told you the wrong thing. My bad. Well,
Back into the car.
back under the car with Briar. Dixie, please help Briar.
Please.
He needs help.
I'm begging.
Could you not lick the microphone, please? How's it going under here?
I just got sprayed with old gas again.
Yep.
Now I am extra stinky.
As opposed to your normal stinky, right?
Yes.
Yeah, look at this dog. I can't do anything without her right here. Hey, I see you. I sure do. She's right between me and Briar at all times. Yeah. There we go. That's hilarious. We've got the electric pump hooked up. I'm just gonna fill it up real fast. See if it will actually. I have no idea. We'll try that at least. Give her a couple persuasions. There we go. Oh no, the old fuel line. Why is it running so well? It's a race car. What the heck, Briar? This is amazing. Anything leaking? It's out of. Go ahead and let it run out. Dang. What the heck? That was incredible. Oh my gosh, that thing just fired up. Briar got attacked by the old fuel line.
I was not expecting that.
I forgot about there was a little bit of fuel in the pump, but it fired right up and idled, folks. Like that's, and I didn't see anything leaking. Well, I added some transmission fluid. Wanted to see if we can get this thing to go into gear. We have been fighting the doors, trying to get them to open, and we cannot figure it out. So Briar just crawled in to see if he could actually make something happen. Pull her down in reverse. Forward maybe? But you could, it's still probably super low. It won't go into gear? Oh, did the lever come off again, you think? That shift lever probably come back off again. It's a little bit of a booger. There's no bushing in there, and we just had to, move it around. Oh yeah, no, it's way off. That's why. Oh, can I reach it without burning myself? Easy peasy. The shift rod was missing a cotter pin. Nothing. Whoop, neutral. Oh, that'll work. Now go forward. See how she sounds out here. Oh, a lot of stuff shot out. Give her the beans. Oh! Briar actually added, he really didn't do but a half a gallon. Yeah, half a gallon of water, and it's pretty much full at the radiator, but we're gonna fire it back up and just see if it'll warm up, what'll happen. If it blows up, more than likely, yes, it probably will blow up. Just see if anything catastrophic happens while we're sitting here. I mean, the power steering pump is working. I hope the alternator's working. All the pulleys are good. Water pump's turning. Coolant levels dropped a little bit, but I think it's just because it's low. Hopefully we can get it at the temperature and all. Thermostat opened up, and we'll add some more to it. I mean, it's got some exhaust leaks on both sides, but honestly, it's very impressive. It runs way better than you would think for sitting for 21 years. I was really hoping that engine was good. I mean, a Buick big block, it's great. It's just great. It smells like dead animal under the hood, but we're gonna check, make sure that the temperatures are okay. 160, 170 right now. It's rolling black.
Yeah.
There's a good chance those mufflers are stopped up with something nasty too, because look at all the soot coming out of them. I think we're gonna have to do the cut the muffler off special. What do you think, Briar? I mean, that's the only way. I see no other option at this point besides cut the muffler off. Like, what else are you supposed to do? Fix it? Hold on. There we go. We're gonna make an attempt. I'm gonna take off this old master cylinder. I want to see if we can actually get some brakes up on it if we just change out the master. Come on out of there. The pedal was real sticky, and I'm hoping that by changing that, we might be able to get something to happen. We'll just give her a good old-fashioned spray. And let me see if the pedal will move now. If I can reach it. The door still doesn't open. Oh, get in there. Oh, my foot. There we go. Oh, the pedal went to the floor, so the booster is sticking. Things have gotten out of hand. Unfortunately, this door, and that door, as you saw, will not open. And me and Briar have honestly, have probably spent an entire day trying to get this latch to unhook. And something's wrong with it. It's broken on the inside. You can't open it. We have, literally tried everything, and it's impossible to get this thing open. So I started kind of prying on the sides, and if it makes you feel any better, both doors are full of Bondo, and they're not good. And I really just wanted the car for the engine, if that tells you anything. I have actually pried it along the edge here and popped the spot welds loose from the inner structure, from the outer structure. Now look what happens. So now we've got some room that we can work with. And maybe we can cut the latch loose now and get this thing to where we can open it. I promise you it hurts me just as much as it hurts you for me to do this, but this is the only way. I don't know what else to do. Like, we're out of luck. Like, it's shot. Everything in this car is shot, and I want to drive it. There we go. That was a spot wheel. Letting go. Well, I can see it now, but I still can't cut it loose. Maybe I just need to, and then fold it like a tin can. Well, I put Briar to the test. The brake booster is sticking, and he's, well, become one with the car. Again.
As of right now.
And he's spraying it with some of the lightning bolt blaster from Rogo, but we're just having trouble getting this brake booster to operate. Oh, thank goodness. So with a little bit of the lightning bolt blaster, and I put the master cylinder on to see if it would spring back, and guess what it does? It springs back. So now we have, does the pedal feel like...
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to tell with your hands instead of your feet, but it's better than what it was. And
it moves.
It actually goes back to where it's supposed to, correct? Yes. Okay, perfect. All right, Briar, good luck getting out, but we're going to bleed the brakes real quick and see if anything happens.
Oh, what's that? Hey, behind. Flashing red.
Oh, we got a third brake light. No brakes. Quit pulling forwards and backwards. Do we have any transmission fluid at all?
I think you used the last bottle yesterday.
I don't want to have to get out of here again, because this whole situation here is stupid. I did a number on the door. I don't know, Briar. I'm just going to sit here for a minute and think about it. Well, we added an extra quart of transmission fluid. I'm hoping that that wasn't as far as we're able to drive, because if it is, we're out of luck. Oh, also, I didn't show this. Here's my new ignition switch. So you turn the key on, and then you got two wires. Take those. Yeah, I don't know what happened. The brake light and the alternator light decided to come on. The alternator was charging before. That's weird. brake light, I understand, but the alternator? What? Well, besides, you know, some small leaks, there's really nothing crazy. The exhaust, well, it's weird. So we've got pretty much a cutoff, a flat spot here, and they just kind of pieced it together and just welded a cap onto the end of that one, so that's kind of weird. This one, it looks like they had the angle almost right, and then they ran into the shifter, so they had to cut it and then drop it a little bit and then just pile on the welds to make it fit. So we might have to fix that because you can't go into low gear, and that's no fun if you want to do burnouts. And as we make our way back, you know, it's not bad, nothing crazy. We've got a giant hole right there for rust. This side, it's okay back here, a little rusty right here, but it gets a little weirder. When you get about right here, you'll notice that, well, there's two different kinds of mufflers on it. Don't really know why. We've got a big one and a little one. I guess maybe this side of the engine puts out less power, so they put the smaller muffler on it. Our engine, well, it's there, it's still attached. Nothing crazy underneath here that I see, no frame rail rot. Pretty good little car, just really ugly. You know, it's got a great engine and bad everything else. And we know it runs, we know it moves, but it needs to drive. We tried to bleed the brakes with the new master cylinder. That didn't fix it, so something stopped up somewhere. We're gonna have to just do our usual wheel cylinders and brake hoses. This fuel tank, it doesn't look half bad, and it sounds empty. So I'm thinking if we drop it, clean it really good, maybe put a new sending unit in it, we'll be on our way. But first things first, forget all that. Forget about making it move. Let's make it sound better. Is my logic flawed? Be honest. Is my logic flawed?
Me?
You're being very quiet right now, Brian. I don't know. You're the only person here.
No, it sounds great.
Hey, Dixie, is my logic flawed? She didn't answer. I don't know. There it is. Now, I call this the controlled exhaust leak. Yeah! Ready now. I present to you race car. Fun stuff here. We've got aluminum front drums. That stuff is, well, worth a little bit, and they reproduce this stuff, but these look pretty much original. We've got everything pulled apart. Briar, go ahead and do the honors. Oof. Oh, they're pretty good. You got a little wear in them, but nothing too bad. Oh my gosh, look how thick those are. That is so much material there. Those could be resurfaced, but I don't know if they have to. That actually looks halfway decent. It looks just like the Cadillac, so how does that make you feel? Oh! Well, those shoes are a little thin. Oh gosh, they're grooved too. Wow. Briar found snake eggs in the drum. Here's the problem. They're both hatched. We may need to burn the car. Oh golly, this thing's heavy. Wow. Well, the rears look a lot better. They've got much more material. And the wheel cylinder doesn't look half bad, but it's bad enough to where it doesn't work. So I think we can get away with just wheel cylinder and this one up and then going right back to the same thing. Not bad either. Well, these shoes look pretty good. Kinda good. Maybe not. Maybe they don't look good. But I'm not gonna tell you that. We have gone through all the brakes, basically. We've replaced wheel cylinders, brake hoses, you name it, we basically messed with it. The fronts, well, they were a different story to an extent. We ended up having to really resurface these, which is a good thing to do. The rears looked fine, but the fronts, they were not good. So those were fixed. We put new shoes on it, new wheel cylinders, new brake hoses. So Briar is buttoning up everything, putting a little grease on the spindle, and then he's packed the bearings. We'll pop it in, and then we're gonna bleed it and see if it'll back out of here. Are you okay? Ooh, whoa, whoa! I told Briar to get in the car so that way we can bleed the brakes, and I look up and that's what I see. Are you okay?
I'm in here.
That felt promising. Oh, it's hot. I'll drop your in first.
Uh-oh, there's still hoses up here.
Oh, is it the vents?
I guess.
Oh, stuck. There you go.
Yeah, it's a little rough.
Where's all the stuff that goes there? There's no float. Well, we've got the tank outside, and then honestly, you can't really see it there, but it looks good. I mean, surprisingly, it does have some old gas in it and some stuff sitting in there. We're gonna try and clean it out the best we can. Get some of that old gas out of there, any kind of debris, you name it, we're gonna get it out. But the tank, I mean, it's not rusty. It's very solid. I mean, it looks just as good on the bottom side as it does the top. Somebody could have replaced this at one point. What do you think, Dixie? Well, here's the verdict. We took it outside, cleaned it, and this is not the stock tank. This is a replacement tank. Do you think, Briar?
For sure.
It looks too nice to be original. And besides, you know, just a little bit of stuff in the bottom of the tank that, you know, we couldn't get out when we flushed it, I think it's okay. We're gonna just try it. We're gonna put the sending unit back on and just put it back in there. Another telltale sign is that O-ring has been RTV'd in, and to the best of my knowledge, they didn't do that from the factory. So it's good enough for what our intentions are for this car, because we just wanna make it drive. Ow. Okay. Got everything hooked back together. The fuel system theoretically is complete. We just put everything back in, new hoses, a brand new filter, past the pump, and we've got everything primed on the carburetor. We're gonna see if it will actually run on its own fuel supply. That was a cold start, by the way. It picked up fuel. The filter underneath the car is currently full, and it is running on its own fuel supply. This car, mechanically, is top-notch. As long as we have 3 gears, the rear end actually holds up, but I'm impressed by this thing so far. That was a cold start. This thing hasn't run in probably 2 days. Pulled the pedal a couple times and it fired right up. That's awesome. This ought to show you how old this thing is. That's I can't remember the name of this. Somebody's told me how to pronounce this. Deech? I don't know. But this is an old filter. I've seen these on a couple cars. That thing has, well, it's seen better days. So to fix that, went ahead and put a new filter on it. We've got an oil change ready. Got all the oil drained out of it. We should, I think, be ready to go on a trip. Everything else is working out. Might have to change that fuel filter. What you think? It's looking kind of nasty. Got a little 1040 bearing honey to make sure this thing doesn't blow up. And that should help this thing out and stay alive for a little bit longer, at least for our purposes. The oil that came out of this thing, well, I don't even know if you could call it oil. It was more like black water, kind of like Doobie Brothers. It wasn't very good. And to top that off, a little bit of that good old-fashioned STP oil treatment, like snot. This is a filter that I just pulled off. I put it on maybe a day ago. It hasn't ran very long. And that's what it looked like. Because the car started to run and then it would shut off. So I was like, well, you know, it's probably got trash in the fuel line or something. And maybe the needle and seat's sticking. So I was like, well, let's go ahead and change it. So I changed the filter. Problem still persists. So I was trying to get the needle and seat to unstick. And I was tapping right here with a hammer. And I was hitting pretty good. And I was tapping here because I knew the needle and seat was right there. And as you can tell, it come off in two pieces. So it split, started shooting gas everywhere, so I just broke it off the rest of the way, and here we are. So we did have a good carburetor. We were going to go drive, but now we're not. Here's a better look at the carburetor. As you can see, that's what's supposed to be there. Yeah, you can't really JB weld that back together. Well, you probably could, but is it smart? No. Should we do it? I kind of want to. But that's what I was trying to get unstuck. It's unstuck. Guess what? Yeah, great. Cool. But I broke it. So anyway, Charbonnet is not doing what it's needed to do.
Charbonnet is broken.
So unfortunately, we got an adapter and the old Demon 4-barrel on here. This is a good carburetor. It just needs a really good rebuild, but we're going to try it anyway and see if it works. If it does, then great. If it doesn't, then, well, we're out of luck. I'm going to assume it's going to need just a little bit of idle. We'll turn it up a full turn and then figure out where it needs to be. All right, Briar, go ahead. All right, now try it.
Let it pick up some fuel real quick, and then I'll bring it back down to earth. Sounds a little lazy, like it could use a little more timing.
Well, I went to loosen the distributor and it was already loose, so that's perfect. You know, it's exactly what you want when you're trying to work on an engine for variable valve timing. So I'm going to advance it. Oh.
Thank you. That's running a little smoother. You like that. See if we can get a little more out of it. Is the wires touching? Yeah, we gotta fix that. Oh, there she is. She liked that. She's a little happier. Not as good as it was before, but that's just what we have to deal with. I missed my Quadrajet already. Briar, if you want to do the honors and hop in, back her off the lift. Here's our new technique is what you got to do. The easiest method to get in the car is to just hop over the front seat through the back door. You're good. Come on straight. Let me check the fluid in the trans real quick, then we can see how it does.
Maybe a whole quart will do you.
Oh, that starter.
What is your deal?
There you are. The real question is, can it do a burnout right here? Oh, something happened. Do it again. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's gonna blow that right rear tire off. Rump on it. Give it one more. Yeah. Oh. Give her a little rev, Briar. Yeah. Oh, she's ready now. What do you think?
You look pretty good in this car.
I don't know about that.
The brakes okay?
The brakes.
Well, yeah.
Give her a rev. Yeah. I'm gonna get in the back of the car.
I think it's a little safer back here. Oh, it's still just as crunchy.
I just hope the transmission's good. That's our main goal today.
Brakes?
You just gotta mash it.
Yeah.
Whoa! Whoa!
The ultimate search for 3 gears in a transmission starts now. That's 2. Is that how much plays in the steering? Oh my gosh.
That's kind of scary.
Why is it like that? We only got the 2nd gear, haven't we?
Yeah.
Is it
boxes in cars scare me right now.
Is it worse than the Ford truck?
Yes.
Oh great. Well, just back up, turn around here before we die. Maybe that's why they quit driving it, because it was that bad.
It's pretty scary. Oh, come on.
What's your gut say?
Floor it.
That's scary. Oh! Oh gosh. Oh. Neutral, neutral, neutral. Just get us in the driveway. Oh, great.
It's electric.
Yeah, hybrid. Well, at least we're back here.
Cry.
We're probably out of gas. I would bet money we're out of gas. We probably put 4 gallons in it. We've been running it and doing all this stuff with it.
Whoa!
Ah!
Calm down there, bud.
Well,
That's a long walk.
it is a long walk.
Dixie, go get some gas.
She's not helping.
No. Sitting there.
We were walking back to the house and found I guess a body bolt laying in the driveway. So maybe the cars just fall off the frame. That'll do us a favor. Briar to the rescue, went and got us some gas. Oh no.
That's gonna take a while.
Oh, well, hold please. There you go, Briar. He's got the technique down.
Find a rust hole and you poke your handle in it.
Look at there.
For you.
I don't have to do anything. Wow, that's a lot. She's back. Yeah. Oh, well. Kinda. Not really. Nope, not at all. Not even close to back. Good enough to drive, right?
Somewhat runs.
Mm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She's torquey. It does not like wide open, even slightly. Oh. Uh-oh. Look at there. Yeah, that might help. I missed. I'll blame the carburetor. Why, Briar? Why? We were a little confused at this point, but we ended up determining that the old gas tank was the culprit after hooking up our electric fuel pump one more time. The Wildcat fired right up and it ran great, but then we noticed that the water pump was leaking. So that's just one more obstacle before we can really and truly hit the road. Well, part of the fun of having keys means you can unlock the trunk. And we have a lot of stuff in here that actually might be useful. We got this vintage first aid kit. Don't know if we're gonna be needing this. Is this a sign? Is this kind of a warning? Whoa, that is cool. Look at all that stuff. We got roll bandages, gauze compress, burn cream, gloves. That is actually really cool. Wonder what year this is from. Doesn't even say. Ooh, it smells terrible. Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna put that back and just act like everything's fine. We've got a lot of rat's nest in here. That's, you know, pretty typical. I can see directly to the ground. Okay, well, we're just gonna, again, ignore all that. Looks like we had some old hoses, maybe a center console. We could use that to put our cup holders in, of course. We wanna ride in luxury. Basically a little mini spare. Oh, that might get us off the road. It's been in this trunk forever, never been used. Good, okay, well we could probably try and air that up and take it with us. Y'all think I'm not prepared? Oh buddy, am I? Now the reason I'm getting in the trunk is because of this. And in you go. So we made the mistake of trying and trusting our fuel tank. So I actually have this aluminum fuel cell I bought for like -$7. I'm kidding, it was like 10. It works perfectly fine. We just used this on the 70 Cornet and it did perfect. So I took it back out and we're gonna tie it into the floor of this car instead and run our hoses. And the cool thing is, it does have a sitting unit. I don't know how it works, but we could figure it out. And it's got provisions for a return line. How cool is that?
Crunchy.
Yeah, very crunchy. Dang. About to say I might have spoke too soon. Oh boy. Oh, it's getting hot. Had to machine it out. Fun part's gonna get all the bolts out of there, ain't it?
Look, there's one left behind.
Oh! It was a hard-fought battle, but Briar, you have earned your prize. Go for it. Congratulations, you did it.
Yes. Can I take it home?
Well, we kind of need it, so
Man,
sorry. But you can look at it.
nasty.
We're proud of you. You did great. Yeah, so we're going to clean that up, and we'll clean up that surface right there. We had a leak right on the bottom there. Might be hard to see on camera, but it's just right at the bottom of the water pump housing. We just don't have a gasket, so RTV to the rescue, as usual.
Again.
Well, we got one bolt that has to come out. It broke inside the housing, but it's not a big deal. We were able to get a bolt on there and actually get it threaded on there just a little bit. So I've got my ground on there. I'm gonna try and see if I can weld it onto the bolt. Sucker's glowing. That ought to do it. I don't think that's coming off. I think that's just twisting the weld. No, it is. Oh, it's working.
No way.
Yeah. And there you have it. It's on the ground, but I got it off. There is no more stuck bolt in the water pump housing diamond cover. I don't have a gasket. It's going to do just a nice little thin layer of RTV. And just try not to squeeze it out everywhere. 1/2 inch impact, please, sir.
Is that up top?
Probably. Get the climbing, buddy. Great news, it runs fantastic now. Carburetor, fuel supply, I mean, that fixes a lot of things. No more coolant leaks. It's been sitting here idling for maybe 10, 12 minutes or so. No problems whatsoever. I just backed it out and cleaned up the shop a little bit. Seems like it's full of coolant. No problem. Rigged up this fancy little overflow bottle made out of a plastic jug. Seems to do the trick. And she's a little rev happy now. Yeah. Key on. I rigged up a push button switch. No longer dangerous. Like butter. Wow, that's some loose steering. Briar wasn't joking. I looked up under and the idler arm, or the pivot arm, I'm sorry, is very loose. Wow. That's two. That's some terrible steering. Oh my gosh. Oh, I got schmutz in my eyes. It may be starting out in second gear because it can't go down into low. I'm scared to pass anybody. That's some of the worst steering I've ever felt in my life. Like, whoa! Oh my gosh! I had to cover up the floor somehow. I'll use our cup holders I found in the trunk. There, that's a little better. It's driving great though. I think they really just needed a pivot arm and they could have kept driving the car. They just decided it was too sketchy. And I guess I don't blame them. And the brakes were probably an issue too. And you know, you couldn't get in the car and the gas tank was shot, the floors were rotted out. All those things are just kind of, it's relative, you know what I mean?
So it goes down to second. Does it shift down from there? Oh, there's first. If you really just wedge it in there, it'll go. The tires squealing on the inside because it's so cambered out. Downshift? Yeah. It's very loud, but it's fun. Maybe cutting the muffler off was a bad idea, but I think it was the right thing to do at the time. Is it the right thing to do at this moment? Probably not. We just have to live with our mistakes. Well, I'm covered in dust now and dirt, but it drives. I guess the real question is now, will it donut? Oh. Well, it didn't like that. It kind of donuts. Well, you know, it runs better than it did. So, hey, when nothing is a comparison, something is something. And the easiest way to get out is through the back door. Well, the timing was way off. We had the ported port drawing vacuum when it wasn't supposed to be. So the timing was too low, the idle screw was too high. Fixed those two things, and it seemed to idle a little bit better. But me and Briar figured there's no better thing to do but take it on a trip. So we're gonna get in the car. You just can't get in a hurry. Oh, could you shut this door for me if you don't care? Yeah. Oh. All right, I'm ready. Good luck.
Because it's backwards.
Here, let me move the fire extinguisher and the pieces of trim that we ripped off. Oh no. There it is.
We're set.
First things first, does it run better? I think so.
Holy! What just happened? I thought we got shot. We didn't even bring a toolbox.
We would have been stranded.
Maybe we should go get a toolbox before we go, you think? A 4-lane highway. Oh my gosh, that scared me so bad. You think we can put diesel in it?
We can try.
Briar's out first. Whoa, so you can flex a little bit easier than I can.
Just a tad.
I don't think I can do that. No big deal, my gas tank's in the trunk. $87 only on this beast. Is this safe? Let's be honest.
Enough. It hasn't caught fire yet.
It's a good point.
We're running on fumes.
Almost 6 gallons so far. Let's go back home and get some tools now, you think?
Sounds like a great idea.
It feels like the front end's about to fall apart.
Yeah, bouncing around.
We tied the wheels up.
Pretty sure we did.
Radio doesn't work. The trip has begun. We're headed to Jack Daniels. We're gonna try and make it there before they close. We've got about 2 hours to get there. We might make it. We might make it. Oh. You know, now that I think about it, Briar, maybe we shouldn't have cut the mufflers off.
Well, it's too late for that now.
What? That says we're doing 50. I feel about comfortable right there. What do you think?
Good to you, it's good to me.
What? 53? Yeah, that's too fast, really, for this thing. Here's the good news, though. I mean, the car doesn't do very good for going, but it does halfway decent for stopping. I mean, it'll throw you through the windshield. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Down, Chip. Whoa! It's like being in high school again. Trying to make as much noise as possible. I've got 2 mirrors. Hey, I've got one over there. So you can adjust that one for me, Brian. No, not quite. No, that's to the ground. It's loose. Okay, well, you know what? We tried it. That's all that matters. This one's loose too because, you know, I pried the door open. So I can kind of see though. Coming up to a big community. Let them know we're here. Did they just laugh at us?
Yes.
I would laugh at me too.
You scared me. I was like, oh no.
Thought we lost third. No, Dylan's just an idiot. Don't worry. That's curved. That's curved. Whoa, what is that? What is that?
What the
What is
heck?
that?
What is that?
I have no clue. Oh my gosh. He swerved at me. He swerved at me. He scared me to death. That scared me so bad. He was trying, I guess he was trying to avoid that side, but he come right at me. Yeah, get on out of here. Nice little creek. I hope we don't end up in it. You know, there's something about taking an afternoon drive. No fumes, no smell of gas, no threat of danger. I wish I knew what that was like. The road's a little too small to be meeting cars, you know it? Don't die, please don't die.
What the heck?
There's one over there. Wow, what the heck is going on with the front end? Might have a flat spot in the tire, something, or a belt's broken. Fun fact, we are not getting on the Fun fact, we are not getting on the 4-lane highway. We're just gonna cross it aggressively. Haha! You can't stop a Buick. You can't. It's physically impossible. You go put this thing in the river?
I bet it would float.
You think so? I mean, it is a boat.
Oh!
So if I go low speeds, I don't know what that is. She laughed at me. Why does everybody keep laughing? Dang it! I thought we had something, Brian. I thought we were cool, man. We are officially halfway there. And the good news is, we got another half to go. When we get there, it's gonna be all fun and games until we have to go around, turn around and come right back. So the further we go, the further we have to go back that way. That's kind of unfortunate, but at least the scenery's nice. Afraid if we rode down there, we wouldn't get back out. Oh, big truck. Hey, he waved at us.
Yeah!
Yeah! We're having to play dodge the pothole, and this thing doesn't do very good evasive maneuvers. And every time you turn right just slightly, the tire squeals. It's got to be that right front because it's tilted in so hard. Yeah, look, there's potholes right here. All this road is just scalped over for some reason. Second. No shoulder on that side either. Wow, that's a steep road. Very sharp curve. See, this is what the moonshiners had to do, you know. They're running back roads, wide open, a big car, enough stuff like room to haul jars and jars of stuff. You know, you got to make sure you have power, space, because you got to make that run, you know what I'm saying? You got to get the cross county line before they catch you. That's what we're doing here. I mean, this is probably an old moonshiners trail that we're running. Are we going to be evading the law? Probably not. Dang it. I mean, can you really hide a bright green and white 69 Buick Wildcat in today's time? No. But in 1969, could you then? No. Oh, wow, that's a steep hill. There. I'd bet money there's like an old still out here somewhere. Probably still in operation, to be honest with you. I would not be surprised. Wow, that's scary. There's no shelter.
That's like a, oh my gosh.
It's just straight
It's like
off.
100 feet to death.
Not even a guardrail. It's just like, good luck. Hope it goes well for you.
Good gosh.
We're 10 minutes away. We're getting very close to Jack Daniel's Distillery. We can make a delivery of lemonade. Lemonade, people. Get your mind under the gutter. Come on. Here's the highway.
Uh-oh. Can it make it? I can already smell it. Mountain Dew.
That's where they store it all. You can really get a whiff of it right now. The windows down. Yeah. That building, 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 that building. All these buildings.
Tire blew out.
We lost the tire. And it disintegrated all over the road there. They had to go around, please. I'm just gonna keep going. You should have seen the rust that come off this thing.
I saw the dust coming out, but
Think I pull in right here? Is this okay?
And this is Jack Daniels property right here.
Should I go and clean up the road or just let it be? Well, that was quite the cloud of rust. This one's still good. Oh, wow. Yeah, she's gone. Good news is these are steel, so it wasn't gonna hurt the wheel, but well, there's your problem. Well, I just want everybody to know 7 minutes that way is Jack Daniels Distillery. We're all to the point where we're actually on their property. So hopefully they don't get us impounded. If they do, I don't think we'll really be out that much. But we're that close. So my wife is gonna come pick us up. She's gonna give us a ride back home. And what we're just gonna have to do is let it sit here, come back tomorrow, put a tire on it, and I'm taking it the rest of the way. I have every intention to go to Jack Daniels Distillery and take a tour. But it's not gonna happen today, unfortunately. There's a tire store 4 minutes that way. They don't have any 15s whatsoever. The tire store 20 minutes that way doesn't have any delivery or services. So I'm like, well, we're just out of luck. So we're just gonna watch traffic till she gets here.
No!
Didn't puke any out?
Didn't even get hot.
Does it have any coolant in it? Oh, it puked a little bit out, but not like hardly as much as you'd think it would. Yeah, this thing is solid. Mechanically, this car is great. It's just, I'm an idiot and decided to cheap out on tires, and here we are. It just happens, man. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just, dumb move. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was an undercover cop who was actually extremely awesome and understanding. We told him exactly what happened, you know, and he laughed. I think that's the theme for this car. He just laughed. He thought it was funny, but he's like, it's okay to let it sit, go get a tire, put it back on there, just be careful. Because I asked Briar, I said, should I go out there and clean the tire? And I told him that. I said, I'll do it, but I was just scared of the traffic. He said, don't even try it. He said, it's not worth it. I'm going to Jack Daniels. I'm this close. I didn't go all this way to not make it. We're going in the morning. But Briar, you can't go, I'm sorry.
I know.
Well, you're a child anyway, you're not allowed to.
I am 18.
He is legally an adult, but not legally old enough to drink lemonade, so he can't have that, which I don't drink lemonade anyway. Think about it, Briar. There's lemonade over there.
Should we steal some?
Look, man, the law is already on our case. We don't need to make them have a
They're
reason.
on your case.
You're an accomplice.
Anybody? Yes!
Oh, what? Nice. We're saved. Well, it's the next day. We're back. I've got a spare tire here, and it decided to rain. So that was very pleasant. Oh, we're gonna get this wheel off of here. We're gonna change it. We're gonna keep going. I'm not giving up. Not yet, at least. Maybe later, but not right now. Oh, yep. The tread is completely gone on this thing. I mean, it's destroyed. I've got 2 spares now. I went home and got an extra spare just in case it happens again. We should be good to go with this thing. Now the real test is if it's gonna hold up whenever I let it down. Hey, it didn't pop. Thank goodness. A little Rain-X on the windshield. I got an extra spare tire in here, and I got an extra bit of tire in here. We've got the battery. I took it with me just in case somebody decided they wanted to get a little crazy last night. I'm filming here, please. Oh, thank goodness, there's still an engine. Not as easy getting in now with the spare tire in the back. Oh. Will it run? Oh yeah. Oh. Like nothing even happened. Heck yeah. What a car. Here we go. Back on the road. Atta girl. Oh.
current view. It's not great, but it could be worse.
And I maybe shouldn't have rolled the window all the way down because I don't know if I'll be able to get it up by myself. But that's a future Dylan problem. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Oh yeah, welcome to Lynchburg, Tennessee. We've made it, ladies and gentlemen. Woo. So happy that we made it. But hey, at least we got there during business hours, or we're gonna get there. Well, I shouldn't even say that. I don't know if we're gonna make it, but I hope we make it. If you haven't been to the town of Lynchburg, I highly recommend it. It's a really nice little place. I mean, there's a lot of tourism just for the fact of the distillery, but they got a nice little town square and a really, really cool county. Just a cool place in general. So if you ever get the chance to come out here, I highly recommend it. And I'm sure they're tired of me having a junk car just broke down in the middle of the road. I'm sure they would enjoy the fact of it not being out here, you know what I mean? But it's here, and we made it. We pulled in. We pulled into the distillery. We are at the visitor center. Oh gosh. You see all these nice cars out here, and then they're just me and a giant Buick. I'm gonna park in the very, very back. Don't need anybody scuffing this thing, you know what I mean? We're here. Oh gosh, just look at this thing. Look at me, I'm disgusting. I'm covered in nastiness. I hope they let me in. Do I look kind of sketchy? A little bit? You know what? That's just how it's gonna have to be. There's like people who do giant tour bus groups. And then there's me, who also does giant tour bus groups. I hope they don't care that I look like this. I'm just gonna walk into the visitor center and check it out. Oh gosh, we've got somebody come over here to look at me. It's fine, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Everything's good. Forgot the keys. That might be important. Isn't this nice? Beautiful, so beautiful out here. Made it to the visitor center, and I want that big chair. I want that to be strapped to the roof of the Buick and come home with me. I haven't been here in so long, I don't remember any of this. I look like I drive a 69 Buick Wildcat. That's what I look like.
Now we did get to go on the tour of the Jack Daniels facility, and if you want to see that video, go ahead and head over to my second channel, Now That's McCool. It's also linked in the description below, as well as in the top right corner of the video right now.
She's up today. Got quite a bit of rain last night. Oh look! A turtle. Look at him. What's going on, dude? Dude just chilling. Nice. This is beautiful out here. No joke. Absolutely beautiful. You know, checked out the tour, checked out the whole place, the grounds of the facility. Just awesome. Really, really cool just to be able to go through here and check out all this. And happy I got to make it out here, but we still have to go home. So we go hop in the Buick and see if we can make it the rest of the way back. Well, it's time to hop back in the Buick and get back going. Goodbye, Lynchburg. It's time to go back home. This car has proven itself to me. I'm very impressed with it so far. The tire is holding up. You can see the grease because I had to grease the bead. Man, what a day. What a 2-day adventure. What a wild time. What a wildcat, if you know what I'm saying. All right, let's get back in. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh. One of these days, this is gonna get old. And I think that's right now. But it's for you guys. Okay, here we go. Over! Ah. I could be wrong, but I think the sun's trying to come out. What a pleasant day. There we go. Sweet. Buick, all you have to do is crank for me one more time. I hope I didn't leave the keys outside. Aha. Oh. Thank you. What a car, guys. What a car. Seat belts, most importantly, I feel safe. We can do this, Buick. I've got faith in you. All we have to do is go that way. Ease on out of here. Sweet. Whew. Back on the road again. What do you say? This Buick, man, 430 cubic inches of
emotions into one trip, you get there. You might be angry at the part of it, you might be sad, you might be upset, you might be happy. You might be all these different emotions, but as long as it carries you through to the end of your destination, you're gonna make it. All right, town of Lynchburg, listen up. That is all. Thank you. Looks like the windshield decided to dry off. That's very pleasant. I think we have a little blue sky peeking out here and there. We may have us a clear day on the way home, folks. And I hope nobody laughs at us. Because if they do, they would be justified. But I don't want to see it. This is where we broke down yesterday. And we made it all the way there and back. It was right there. There it is. And we drove right past it. And there's my pieces of tires still on the road. Sorry, Moore County, I really apologize. I didn't mean for that to happen, but they were really nice and told me not to worry about it. So I realized that my windshield is coming out of the car. Thankfully the wind's gonna push it back, but if the camera's really shaky right now, it's because the windshield is not fully glued in. I just realized that. Ah, here's our road. Downshift. Yes, that's absolutely necessary. Thank you for asking. Oh, we're off the main highway. I feel so much better. We're back onto like 2-lane back roads. So if something happens here, I'll walk the rest of the way, I guess. I don't want to, but I will. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Yeah, maybe not. Sorry, man. We gotta go up the mountain, then go down the mountain. Oh, it just keeps going. Oh, boy. I forgot we went down this yesterday and it was really nice. Maybe that means we get to do it on the other side, too. Go, Buick, go, go. Go, Buick, go, go, go. Still good. We have 2 dash lights on still, the brake and the generator light for some reason. Don't really know why that's a thing, but I'm not going to question it. Everything still seems to be working, so that's all that matters at this point. There are no flat tires as of yet. Chickens! Sir, please tell me, why did you cross? Why did you do it? They didn't answer. We're never gonna know the mystery. Never. I noticed on the way back through here yesterday, there's an old Dodge truck bed. I need it. Think it'll fit on the roof of this Buick? Maybe. I think the speedometer is fairly accurate, and I think the brake lights probably fairly accurate, and I think the generator charging light is probably fairly accurate as well. But that temp light, no accuracy there. Well, gosh, I hope it's accurate. Oh boy. Starting to notice a little bit of blue sky. God's blessed us with a beautiful day to drive a Buick. Say so myself. I was a little worried this morning. I mean, yesterday was perfect. Great weather. This morning I got up and I'm like, man, it's raining. This is going to be a nightmare. It's going to be no fun at all. God said, no, let me go ahead and give you some blue sky. Thank you. Appreciate that. The more I drive this thing, the more it starts to smell not good. I mean, it's not like coolant or oil burning. It's just like gross. You know what I mean? I mean, I remember we smelled something dead in here. I wouldn't be surprised, but now it just smells like poo. A little black mark, no big deal. Don't mind me and my big block Buick. Oh, bridge.
Windows XP? We're back to the 4-lane highway. I'm gonna wait for them to go because there's only really one way to cross this. With aggression! Aggression!
I let somebody pass me, and he pulled up and he said, "Your right rear is got a shimmy to it." I wonder if that's what that kind of side-to-side vibration is. But I'm not going to worry about that until I get home because it's done it the whole time. So I know for a fact Briar went around to every wheel and tire with the impact and checked them to make sure they were tight. So if something happens, it's not because of that. It's not because the wheels aren't tight. I know for certain that they are. Just past the corner store where somebody laughed at me. So who's laughing now? I made it past. Oh, they're probably still laughing. We're within 10 minutes of being home. I'm really paranoid, to be honest with you, because that guy told me that the right rear was shimmying, and now every little bump or anything, any vibration makes me think, oh hey, it's over. Windshield, could you stop? Wow. I also just noticed back there that my antenna is not in sport mode. That's been the problem this whole time. And rubber down. I can see my house. Oh yeah. Let everybody know I'm home. What a long journey. Oh man, we did it though, and the sun is out. Beautiful day, perfect for this. I cranked this car up and have not shut it off since I left, and it made it all the way home without a single issue. This is a great car, mechanically. We made it. Hold on a sec. Well, I want to figure out what's going on with this right rear. If it's wobbling, that'll explain why we had such a vibration. Because I thought it was this. Because look how much this tire's leaning. Might be hard to tell on camera, but it's got some serious camber. Well, it don't help that the tire's kind of flat. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. Oh yeah, absolutely a broken belt. There's a high spot. So either the belt's broken or it's got a serious flat. I would say, oh yeah. Look here. You can get a close up. So there's a really high spot in this part of the tire. So that was causing it. And since it's on one side, the whole car kind of lifts up on one side and makes it vibrate. So that's why the car would shimmy back and forth. I had a car one time that did the exact same thing, had a broken belt. And every time you go over that bump in it, it would actually make the brake drums touch. So you hear, and it would finally, once you got up to speed, it would quit. But that's all it is. That's what made me think broken tire. But yep, just a belt. But hey, we're back home, so it doesn't even matter. Gave up. Well, that's about as far as we need to go. At least it gave up here. Well, dang. This is the one we were just looking at, saying it was the problem. And guess what? It became a bigger problem. But hey, we're back home, so it doesn't even matter. Does that look familiar, Briar?
Sadly, yes.
Well, luckily, we're not very far from home, and we have another spare. So I bet it's going to drive great now that we actually have a tire that's not, you know, broken.
Now they're hot.
Yeah, flat tires get really hot really quick. Look at that beautiful spare. You know, if we travel one more time, we might end up with 4 new tires on this thing. We've been replaced 3.
Where would you like me to take you?
Anywhere but here.
We're about to take this turn at an aggressive rate of speed, so be ready.
Come on, make it up that, please. Come on.
No way, we're gonna get so close.
Come on.
How do we run out of gas right here? Oh, dang it. How? We didn't run out of gas, folks. When I pushed the tire over, I pinched off the line. There you go. And now it'll run. Good enough. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.